weeks and forever
Again,
changing global trade routes.
watching
Since
videos
1914,
and
more
not
than
bothering people.
815,000 ships have passed through the canal, making it one of the most important waterways in the world. The canal was further expanded between 2007
They
and
understood
2016 to cope
take
with
care
larger
of him
ships.
in a different manner. And so far, I have some type of how to say this, some type of exhaustion basically. And I have been simply an individual trying to develop a project named multi-layer multi-energy system based on environmental sustainability with a business model which is under the title Complex Systems and the Environment. And I have sent all of this in April 23rd, 2018, and going forward to a new life, or to start this project in Austria. And this is engineering, and it spans over several areas. And I waited until leaving from I waited a lot because I have had several it was a hellish life. And on January 22nd it aggravated, and in 2018 it became much worse. And there are like these psychopaths or these idiots who still exist. I have said to people, I knocked at the Austrian embassy in December 2018 repeatedly, and ultimately a guard said at the embassy said that they will come back in December 30, 2018 to collect your document. And prior to that, I had no understanding what was going on, basically, because, well, why? Because it's a former politician. The plan was so good. It was generated by an Austrian professor, and there has been like a lot of reason that all that has been ongoing was irrational. There has been like a claim that I wrote, and I waited, and the answer came in February 2019. 2 weeks later, I walked to the court, and there is some type of behavior which is very strange. All of this problematic has been happening, and I always told people about it, but there has been always a need to formulate some type of excuse. And there are like these individuals who live in a certain era and they just jail people. I remember during Trump inauguration, or I was watching Trump inauguration after coming back from the biology department on a Friday, and I will list you the day in here. because you know each time you use something there is some kind of use basically, and the day was basically because it was like kind of a Vatican situation. The day was January 20th, 2017, a Friday, and I went to the ambassador room and I was watching Trump inauguration. I made a comment that the American president was not from Africa, like meaning like Africa. And then there has been like a deluge, and a lot of things were happening, non-ending, and ultimately it basically led to this situation. And basically, as I said to a lot of people, there has been like a lot of opportunities. And continuing my stories, on November 14th, someone has said, in the month of March 2019, someone has said that my documents exist, and I waited, and I kept basically on waiting, and basically they said that they have sent them to the city because they had the wish to lessen my burden, meaning like reduce my burden. They didn't want to exhaust my energy any longer, and that I should pick up all of my documents in March 2019, or around the city. Up until April 2019, there has been like some kind of acknowledgement that there was the existence of problems with the delivery of parcels. And lastly, I decided that I should
partnerships through
I needed to get a confirmation, and I worked all the way to the to the Swedish embassy in Tunis and to the Austrian embassy in Tunis. They gave me the confirmation I needed. I came back with them with it, and I left a letter to the president, and I just had like basically like a wish to move on with my life. And all of those obstacles and all of those hurdles have always been in existence, and there has been like simply like little breakthroughs that I'm always very glad to be part of it.